Did you know that 1% of the world's population owns 50% of its wealth? That's a staggering number. But here's the thing. It's not just about having money, it's about how the rich think, live, and learn. What sets them apart? It's not luck, and it's not just hard work. It's the knowledge and strategies they use to build and keep their wealth. In this video, I'm sharing 6 books that changed my life and helped me understand the secrets of the wealthy. These books aren't the typical, get-rich-quick guides. Instead, they teach you how to think differently, live differently, and take action in ways that bring real, lasting success. Are you ready to discover the mindset, the habits, and the strategies that can transform your life? Keep watching to uncover how the rich are born, live, learn, teach, and think. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Chapter 1. The Blueprint of the Billionaire Mindset. You've probably heard that success starts in the mind. Well, the rich take this idea to the next level. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about developing a mindset built for greatness. One of the best books for this is The Psychology of Wealth. It emphasizes how your mental attitude toward money directly influences how much you make. Did you know that wealthy people are 2x more likely to focus on opportunities rather than obstacles? That's because they train themselves to see problems as puzzles to solve, not roadblocks. In Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, Carol Dweck talks about fixed versus growth mindsets. A fixed mindset says, I can't do this, while a growth mindset believes, I can get better at this. This shift is a game changer. Studies show people with a growth mindset are 4x more likely to reach their long-term goals. The wealthy, it turns out, embrace failure as part of the learning process. They don't fear mistakes, they learn from them. Rich people believe in their own ability to adapt and grow. Take Elon Musk, for example. He's often said that failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. This mindset helps billionaires like him rebound faster from setbacks. The power of a growth mindset is not just in the books, it's in the results. And let's talk about resilience. According to research, 80% of millionaires say that overcoming obstacles was a key part of their wealth-building process. Instead of letting hardships stop them, they use them to build greater strength. This is the kind of mindset that forms the foundation for becoming truly wealthy. Chapter 2. The Art of Luxurious Living. Beyond money. Here's a fun fact. Most rich people don't just live for money, they live for a rich life. True luxury isn't about owning a yacht. It's about freedom, choices, and time. Books like The 4-Hour Workweek teach us how to design a life where we work less and live more. Tim Ferriss, the author, argues that you can automate your life and make money work for you, not the other way around. One of Ferriss's most famous ideas is the concept of the 4-hour workweek, which isn't literal. It's about reducing the time you spend on tasks that don't move the needle. Wealthy people focus on high-leverage activities, tasks that provide massive returns for minimal effort. In fact, studies show that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. So, why not focus on the 20% that matters? Living luxuriously also means managing your environment. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos are known for curating their spaces to promote productivity and creativity. By eliminating distractions, they make room for their best work. Research shows that creating a focused environment can boost productivity by 50%. But here's something else. The rich understand that luxury is about time. Time spent with loved ones, time spent creating, and time spent doing what you love. In The Art of Living, Epictetus reminds us that the richest life is one that values freedom over possessions. A luxurious life, therefore, isn't about collecting things. It's about collecting experiences that nourish your soul. So, let's flip the script. Instead of constantly chasing more money, ask yourself, what am I doing with my time? Rich people understand this secret, and it's what sets them apart from the average person. Chapter 3. School of the Self-Made. The unconventional education. When you think of education, you might picture a classroom or university. But for the wealthy, real education happens outside of school. The Lean Startup by Eric Ries emphasizes learning by doing. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, Successful entrepreneurs take action, learn from mistakes, and improve their product or service. The average millionaire reads 2-3 books a month, most of them on business or self-improvement. This constant self-education is key. Books like The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone show how the wealthy think bigger than most. Cardone's advice? Set goals so big they scare you. Successful people don't think small. They aim for massive success. But here's the secret. It's not just about reading, it's about applying what you read. That's where the 10X rule comes in. By pushing yourself beyond the normal limits, you unlock greater opportunities. Data from entrepreneurs shows that those who set ambitious goals are 3x more likely to see extraordinary results than those who play it safe. It's no surprise that the rich have adopted this learn by doing approach. Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group, is a prime example. He didn't finish college, but his real education came from trying new ventures and learning from his failures. He often says that his mistakes are his best teachers. In today's world, knowledge isn't something you get from a classroom. It's something you gain by experimenting, failing, and adjusting. This is why the wealthiest people take a hands-on approach to learning. They don't just sit back and listen. They dive in, get dirty, and grow from their experiences. If you're enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more game-changing strategies and insights. Chapter 4. The Wealth Formula. Teach to grow. One thing that sets the rich apart is how they think about knowledge. They don't just hoard information, they share it. Successful people teach what they know, and in doing so, they multiply their wealth. The Go-Giver by Bob Burg explains this idea beautifully. It's based on the law of reciprocity. The more you give, the more you get. Wealthy people understand this principle and apply it not only with money but with knowledge, time, and connections. In fact, teaching others is a hidden wealth-building strategy. Studies show that teaching increases your own understanding by 90%. That's why successful people often mentor others. For example, Warren Buffett spends hours teaching young investors, passing on wisdom that has made him billions. But here's the catch. Teaching isn't just about being generous, it's also about making meaningful connections. Give and Take by Adam Grant shows how successful people build networks based on trust and help. Rich people understand that the more they help others succeed, the more they elevate themselves. By teaching others to grow, they create a ripple effect that benefits everyone. The power of teaching isn't just in the classroom. Think about the rich entrepreneurs who run workshops, write books, or lead podcasts. These activities not only establish authority but also create a legacy. By teaching, the wealthy expand their influence and create a long-lasting impact. It's this ability to pass knowledge on that keeps wealth in motion, generation after generation. So, if you want to grow, start teaching. Whether it's sharing your business insights or mentoring someone starting out, teaching is one of the best ways to multiply your wealth, both financial and intellectual. Chapter 5. Leverage. The hidden power of wealth. Leverage is the game changer in the wealth building process. It's the secret tool the rich use to create more with less. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki is a classic in this area, teaching how to leverage money, time, and resources. Kiyosaki explains how the rich use other people's money, OPM, to fund their investments. This is how they scale, by using leverage to create massive results. The idea is simple. Instead of working harder, you work smarter. You use the resources available to you to get a higher return on your efforts. In fact, 73% of the world's millionaires have built their wealth through real estate, a prime example of using leverage. You don't need to own everything to profit from it. You can control assets with minimal upfront capital by borrowing or partnering. Successful entrepreneurs also leverage their time. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy is all about how small, consistent actions over time lead to big results. The wealthy know that by consistently investing their time in high-value activities, they can grow their wealth exponentially. For example, small daily investments in learning or networking can lead to breakthroughs that change the trajectory of your career. Another form of leverage is social capital. Rich people are experts at building and maintaining relationships that give them access to more opportunities. Whether it's a mentor, a business partner, or an investor, these relationships provide leverage that enables them to take bigger risks with less personal exposure. Leverage isn't just about money, it's about finding the right resources and scaling them. Successful people know how to multiply their efforts, and that's the secret to achieving wealth with less. Chapter 6. The power of thinking big and playing long-term. The final piece of the puzzle is long-term thinking. The wealthy know that success doesn't happen overnight, and they plan for the future. In Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill emphasizes the importance of having a clear, long-term vision. He shows that the wealthiest people think decades ahead, not just a year or two. Research backs this up. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are known for thinking big. Bezos, for instance, built Amazon not just as a bookstore but with the idea of taking over all of e-commerce. His vision was long-term, and he was willing to wait for years before seeing big profits. This long-term thinking is one of the primary reasons Amazon is now worth over $1 trillion. Long-term thinking isn't just about financial strategy, it's about time management, too. Billionaires prioritize their time based on long-term goals. Ray Dalio, the founder of Bridgewater Associates, talks about having principles to guide decisions. He believes that clear principles allow you to avoid distractions and stay focused on the bigger picture. This helps you make decisions today that will benefit you years from now. Wealthy people also know that big results come from consistent, long-term effort. In Principles, Dalio shares how he built his investment firm by thinking decades ahead. Instead of focusing on short-term gains, Dalio invested in building systems and relationships that paid off in the long run. Data shows that long-term investors outperform short-term traders by 5–10% annually. This is because they don't panic during market fluctuations. They stay focused on their long-term strategy. Successful people take this mindset beyond investments, applying it to business, relationships, and even personal development. The key to thinking big is also about embracing the possibility of failure along the way. Failure is inevitable, but with long-term thinking, it becomes just a stepping stone. Billionaires understand that their long-term vision will come to fruition, even if there are setbacks. So, take a moment to think about your own goals. Are they short-term, or do they stretch into the future? The wealthiest people think beyond the immediate, they look years, even decades, into the future. And that's what makes all the difference. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to build lasting wealth and success.